Hello everyone. I've got some more art, November Daily Art Journal pages that I've finished, and here we go. This was the wine page or grape? I can't remember now. Anyhow, I did the bunch of grapes from just a paper stencil it was, and the quote says, "I cook with wine, sometimes I even add it to the food," and that was W.C. Fields, who was, I think he was known for his wittiness. Just put that stencil on the back because I wouldn't get to use it otherwise very much. This was the music page. I had this image, and the backing there was sent to me from a friend in Canada, and it's I think it's a baby wipe, like an altered baby wipe, and I did some stenciling in the background with a mask. Oh yeah, it was a Tim Holtz mask, and the quote there is from Confucius: "Music produces a kind of pleasure which human nature cannot do without." And put some music paper on the back. This one was Madness, which I really enjoyed this one actually. So I started off and sort of did a bit of a mad background, and I think the green there is it's a fabric paint spray that just won't spray, so but they're really nice colours. And I found these images, those two are from the Graphics Fairy, and the guy playing the organ or piano or pianola or whatever it is an artist. Mucha, I think his name is. He was prominent in the Art Nouveau movement, and I sort of had two images of that. I just did a bit more madness on the back. This one was black, and I had this background done already, or it's half a page anyway. I think I had done that with chalk pastels, and that's a Diane Reevely stencil. And "Don't let the black dog take hold, ask for help." So that's about depression. So there's a big initiative in Australia about bringing awareness to depression, particularly in the farming community, and particularly for men, I think. This one is the Zing page, and I just really wanted to use these because they were sent to me by a friend in America, and I just cut out the words, or cut out the letters, Zing, in some metallic paper, and that was the background originally that I had already done ages ago, and I just went over it with pink paint, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I did. And yeah, I really like that, so I just wanted to have these where I could have them in a place to remind me of Carolyn. This is the steampunk page, and that was fun. I love steampunk. So this was the buildings were sent to me in a stamp swap, stamped image swap, and that was stamped on tissue paper. And these two images are stamps that I own from La Blanche, and just put a few little cogs that I'd cut out of gold metallic paper, and did a bit of outlining and whatnot, and I can't remember what I did with the background. Yeah, so quite like that. This one was food, so yeah, I just searched through some images that sort of gave me the inspiration, and found the quote, did some stamping in the background with some script stamps that I've got. And yeah, conversation is food for the soul. Nothing on the back. This was the vintage page. And this is from a sewing pattern packet. The girls, the ladies. I did some stamping in the background. Can't remember the name of the stamp that I used. And used the sewing pattern tissue in the background as well. And yeah, just put a bit of lace on the edge there with the pearls. So yeah, that love vintage as well. I originally was going to use this telephone image, and then I ended up sticking it on upside down, so don't know what I'm going to do with that. This is the circles prompt, and I don't think I've got the stencil. It's somewhere. Yeah, the stencil is the 6 circles with that kind of texture in the middle. And sort of had a bit of a background already, just with a few bits of modelling paste. And yeah, I did a bit of practice at shading and highlighting, and then also added some what do you call it, like metallic wax, gilding paste. Yeah, so I was quite happy with how it turned out in the long run. This was the boyfriend page, and I did this as a digital. So this image is from the Graphics Fairy. These elements are from Gecko Golds, and I'm not sure about those. I can't remember now where that particular element, where I got those. It was someone else. Anyhow, that's what I put together in Photoshop, and I just thought she looked rather forlorn. And she's thinking, where is that boyfriend of mine? So yeah, I originally didn't think I would come up with anything for boyfriend, but I'm quite happy with that. This one was the moon. No, this one was books. This image I got offline. Once again, I just started off with the background tissue paper that was sent to me from Carolyn as well in the United States. Beautiful tissue paper. So I used that. Anyway, I used that as the background, and then found this image online or on Pinterest and just coloured it in with just coloured pencils. So that was an easy one. And this one is abstract. So that's actually the other half of, what's that? Yeah, the other half of that paper that I already had in the folder. And where is it? Where's it good? And sort of didn't quite know what to do with it, just to add something to it, but I ended up putting some varnish, like a liquid varnish that I've had for about 10 years, I think, over the top. That kind of accentuated the colour, which you probably, you can pick the colour up a little bit there. And then put some cling wrap over that. And, yeah, I don't know, kind of like it and kind of don't. And then I went over, once it dried, I went over it with the metallic paste, waxy paste, gilding paste, which was a pearly colour. I'm just kind of wondering if gold might have actually been better, but anyway, it was a bit of an experiment. So it's certainly abstract. And this was flowers. So I had found a sheet just amongst all my stuff, and it had these 4. I had printed those 4 things out. I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. So I decided to colour them in, which I did just with watercolour pencils, and put the page together. And then oh that's right, I used a kitchen towel that had this aqua sort of colour in it for the background. And then after I'd put it together, it was looking a bit bare, so I did the circles and a bit of visual texture with the fabric paint, and that was a sticker I found amongst my stuff. So yeah, I was actually quite happy with how it turned out, and once again I tried a bit more shading and highlighting that I've been watching Andrea do on her pages. She's an expert at it, so I'm getting a bit better at that. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now.